Deathmatch grind. Last episode was Moira, now we're on Zenyatta, the final character of the entire Comp Deathmatch Ironman. It's been a long time coming, and it's a kind of a fun character to end on. You know, Zen kick's kind of fun, Discord's kind of broken, that damage output's very nice. There's a decent amount of Zens on the top 500 leaderboard, if I'm not mistaken. There's not just Safaro, like the Comp Deathmatch Zenyatta guy, who that's all he does is Deathmatch and Comp Deathmatch and no other mode. But there's a decent amount of Zens in this mode. I've seen a few of them. And yeah, it should go pretty easily. I did play this game very, very just tired and tired of a lot of stuff. But you know, it's off to Zen. Just having a decent time. So relatively fun series to record outside of Life Lever and Mercy, which were kinda ass, but also had a very nice payoff. Like when I got a win with them, it felt great. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the videos that I recorded as much as I somewhat enjoyed playing through on all these different heroes, kind of experiencing what they had to offer. Zen is pretty strong in Deathmatch. I think I put him in B tier in my initial ranking. Now that I've played against and kind of as him, I'd say it's probably a low A tier instead. Right, I think most of the Comp Deathmatch tier list was correct, but I think Zen was criminally undervalued. Mainly because I expected more people to be playing Reaper. I still think Reaper is the best character in this mode by a mile, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that's all there's to say about that. You know, thank you guys for watching all that stuff. A lot of these have been getting somewhere around 100 views a piece, which is kind of insane. Considering just even like a month or two ago, all my videos were getting like, you know, 5 to 10 views. I mean, I've had high views in the past as well, but I always kind of find a way to butcher it by just spam uploading too much or whatever. But it's nice having a bit of an audience. I had a lot of people recognize me in game and stuff, and that was all pretty cool. Shout out to there's a guy called Green Shell, like that's his in-game name in Overwatch. That guy met me in Roll the Queue just on ladder. Like I was getting my DPS up, I got from like Masters 5 to Masters 2, and then somewhere along the line, I had that guy add me after a game I lost, where he beat me pretty handily. And he was like, dude, I wasn't sure if you were the same guy from the Comp Deathmatch videos, you know, keep up the grind, love your stuff. I was like, dude, that was a great interaction. Really made my day right there. But yeah. That's really all there's to say about it. I don't think I'm gonna do this again next year, whatever. This was kind of a one-off thing. I might do some Comp Deathmatch or whatever if it comes out again, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna do the Ironman. The Ironman was a one-off. I was like, this will be a cool little idea. But I don't think I'd be doing the Ironman again. Maybe I'll do some kind of other challenges, like I'll do like Zen kick only or something. Speaking of kick only, this Junker Queen. I kicked off that exact spot on the map like 3 times this game. Bit of a spoiler, but it did happen. I just want to let that be known. But yeah, I'm thinking of also just slowing down my Overwatch content unless they randomly put out like Copa Lucia Ball this year. In which case, I don't know if I'll record a lot of that, but I'm gonna play the fuck out of that mode. I love Lucia Ball. I could play that shit for hours, and I have played that shit for hours. I've had like 18-hour Lucia Ball sessions quite often. Unfortunately, half of that is spent queuing because once you're in like the top 100 in Copa Lucia Ball, like I've been a good amount of the time. I've been around top 200 most of the time, but a year or two ago I got to top 100 because a lot of people stopped playing. But some of the queue times for that, I had an 8-hour queue time where I was sitting there just playing customs and random shit, watching YouTube for all of those 8 hours, and I still, I think, won the game after sitting there for 8 hours, because it put me in a game. It wasn't like one of those things where it's like, a lot of time with Twitch streamers, they have like massive queues, at least in Overwatch 1, massive, you know, 10-hour, 15-hour queues or whatever, but they just don't find a game, in which case it might just be a bit bugged. I found a game. It just took 8 hours, because there's not that, like, it was basically just, you know, whatever GM Lucia Ball players I was up against, they probably just went to bed, you know, took a nice 8-hour sleep, and then woke up, and I was still sitting there in queue waiting for him. I don't really know how it works. I might also try, if they do re-release Copa Lucia Ball, I'm gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna do a unranked to top 500 in Copa. I'm a big fan of that mode. I would not mind doing that just in one session, you know, sitting there for like, I feel like it would take about 12 hours, depending on the queue times. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting seeing if there's any new players when Copa Lucidol comes back out, and that's pretty much all I care about in this game anymore. They're very clearly, at least attempting, trying their best to ruin the perceived balance of this game as much as they can. And that's kind of just unfortunate. Because I was having fun with Overwatch 2. I think Season 3's balance was actually really great. As a tank player, every tank was viable, even Roadhog in his like worst form. I could play him every few matches if I really wanted to. Most of the time I didn't because, you know, Junker Queen, even pre-Giga buff, was better. But now they're just making a lot of weird changes just for the sake of changing stuff, and I don't really like most of them. I don't like the wording behind it either. You know, they just added, like, more crowd control and slow to the game, like, where you can slow other people down and stuff, which I think is stupid. And I think it's not fun to play against. I mean, people generally already hate Mei for that exact issue, and then they added that to Cass, and they gave Mei more of it. And then they removed... I still think they shouldn't have, like, just neutered Hanzo. I mean, his whole thing is, you know, one shot, one kill with his bow. But yeah, looking at the audio waves in my... Because I'm recording this while, like, editing and looking at the video that I just kind of clipped together. Looking at the audio waves, I guess I had some kind of live reaction to all this, because I guess this was the last character and I went to show up the stats or whatever. So, closing thoughts is, you know, this was a fun time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I've said that like 5 times, but I genuinely do. I wouldn't really do this if I didn't think it wouldn't be interesting to watch in some capacity. Well, this specifically. Most of the stuff on my channel I do just because I'm doing it anyway. I might as well record it, see people like it. This specific series, though, was for just you to enjoy it. And I hope you did, and I'll see you in the flip side. Alright, there we go. It's the grand finale. We did everything in order except for Lifeweaver, because I wasn't going to do him initially, and yeah, I decided, fuck it. With how bad Mercy was, I'd give him a shot. And I got him done surprisingly fast. I actually got him done faster than Mercy somehow. Probably because Mercy deranked me so much that the games were easier. You know, I had people in these lobbies that started off the game by saying, I gotta lose like 3 more games. I almost hit the 15 loss mark, which was just from Mercy Life. We were back to back, but I didn't. I managed to stay within the 15. And from Plat 5, I deranked all the way to Gold 3. But I'll probably grind back up on my own before the season ends. Not much time left though, 6 days. But I think I can pull it off. Right, I already have... I might try Reaper here, because I did on my main, I only did Pharah, whatever it is at this point. Genuinely don't... Oh, there it is, 199. You say I did only Pharah and then like 1 kill on Lifeweaver before I looked at just how truly bad he was. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Maybe I'll do it again next year. Probably not. I feel like this was a one-off type of thing. Very annoying grind, but it's done. You can see every character here. It's got time played. They all got some kind of win percentage. Somehow even Mercy's at 100, even though I got 8th about 5 times, so I don't really know how that works. And they all got 1 game 1 at bare minimum. So if I manage to finish this up, that'd be really dope. But yeah. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.